right here with Westside Kadien Vance, and first of all, Kadien, last year, probably at the end of your freshman year, Justin Cogar kind of solidified in this in the job as quarterback. When did you find out he eventually went to Logan? When did you find out he was leaving, and what were your thoughts on that?
I mean, it was toward the end of football season, between basketball season, and there was rumors going around that he was leaving. So I would when I asked him about it, he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm gone." So at that point, I kind of knew that I had to. I mean, there was nobody else. I kind of had to step into the role, and I was already thinking about playing quarterback next year, and it just kind of fell there for me.
What were your initial thoughts when you found out he was gone? I mean, is that the first thing your mind went to? I'm going to be the quarterback now.
I was kind of indifferent about it. There was things I was excited to play. I was excited to get that role. I was excited to be here. I was excited to play quarterback as a sophomore, but I was also kind of nervous because I was just a sophomore. But I mean, I was kind of indifferent about it.
What about the irony later on? His Jackson's brother, and everybody knows Coach Cogar. Justin. He's like the standard bearer for quarterbacks here. How ironic is it that the guy that left is his brother, and comes in and becomes your head coach?
The irony, it's pretty funny. But I wouldn't ask for no different coach.
What's it like playing for him? Because he did. I mean, I'm sure he has high standards for his quarterback because he was one. I wouldn't assume that he would expect that you're going to rush for 2,000 yards, throw for 2,000 yards. But what's it like playing for somebody like that who did play the position at such a high level?
Playing for a quarterback of his level it helps me because when I have to ask questions, he knows every answer. If I'm struggling, he knows exactly how to fix it. Coach Cogar, playing for Coach Cogar it's helped me at quarterback a lot.
When he got the job, did you go to him immediately? Or did he come to you, or what was?
It was kind of met in the middle.
You remember that first meeting? I'm sure you knew him from before because your teammate's brother, and like I said, he is such an icon around here.
I knew him before, but I didn't know him personally. I think our first meeting was in his office, right here. No, actually, it was at the Bailey'sville boxing match, and I was kind of like, I would always looked up to him, so it was kind of like nervous.
You weren't boxing, were you?
No. I was kind of nervous to approach him because I'd always looked up to him as a kid, but he's a really great coach.
Did you approach him, or did
Yeah, we kind of met in the middle.
Now you were gonna be starting your second year. You wouldn't have had Jackson State. This would be your first year. How much do you think that helped you as a quarterback to get those 9 games? You were injured in the last game, but how much did it help you get those 9 varsity starts in?
Those 9 varsity starts helped a lot. I just through the off season, like this off season compared to last off season, I feel a lot more comfortable in like the 7-on-7s and the combined practices. I just think it's more of a confidence thing than it is anything.
You have some goals you'd like to achieve?
Oh, I have goals I'd like to achieve, absolutely. Some team goals, playoffs, personal goals. I just want to have a big year, help the team as much as possible.
Last year against Miami East in the opener, you threw for 100, ran for 100, and that game. Did that kind of tell you that you could play at this level? I mean, obviously there were tougher games down the line, but did that to come out in that game when they had an established quarterback, did it feel pretty good for your first start?
Oh yeah, just to the first start, that was a confidence boost. After that game, I kind of sat and I was like, okay, this is where I belong. I'm kind of comfortable with this now.
Did you know that you wanted to be a quarterback? Was that just what you wanted to do? I think baseball, you're also a pitcher. You play basketball. You've had 20-point games in basketball. You're an athlete. Quarterback, what you want to do is this your favorite sport? Is this your?
Yeah, football's definitely my favorite sport, and I've played quarterback since I was 5 years old. I've always played quarterback.
Well, your brother was he must have been one of the first ones you looked up to.
Oh yeah, I knew my brother first.
Or maybe it was. I think Justin came before him here.
Yeah,
right?
He did.
So maybe Cogar was the first one you looked up to.
About the same time. Brady, at the time Coach Cogar was here, Brady was in middle school, if not a little bit younger than that. They were both kind of role models.
Do you see any of your game in either of them? I
Both
think a
of them.
lot of
Both of them.
yeah, both of them. I think were guys who could run the ball.
Brady could run the ball. He was slower, but he'd run you over. Coach Cogar was quick. They could both throw the ball decently.
Do you have any goals for the team this year? You were 3-7 last year. Obviously, that's something you'd like.
3-7's not going to cut it. We got a regular season goal. We got to make the playoffs, and then once we're in playoffs, just win the next game.
You didn't have. You got 660 yards passing. Is that a stat you'd like to improve on?
Oh,
Given that you
absolutely.
threw for over 100 in the opener, so.
It's got to be over 1,000. We got to get a better passing game, and the most that's on me. But yeah, it's got to 600. It's not going to cut it.
How important will line play then be for what you're able to do?
What is it?
How important will line play be?
I mean, line play's important, but I got big trust in the guys that are coming up this year. I think our line's improved over the offseason. Everybody's gotten a lot stronger.
What's the one thing you think you can improve the most on? Of all the numbers, and everybody wants to get better in every aspect of the game.
Everybody wants to be better at the numbers, but I got to get better at leading this team, like stepping into the role of being a leader.
You feel like you're there now?
Getting there. I don't want to say that I'm there because I don't think I am there yet, but it's close. I get there.
All right, Kadien, I appreciate the time, and good luck this season.
Thanks.